Greetings, it's Black Witchess and I'm still in Thailand. Super excited to be here still. And I thought I'd just make a video to answer some questions that viewers have had. I think these are mainly around the video on how to make a pact with a demon. Rather than spend my day answering people, I thought I'd make a quick video. And like you know, most of my videos are unedited and off the cuff. So bear with me. I will do my best to answer the questions in a straightforward way and hopefully I don't ramble too much. Okay, Overlord is a Christian identity minister. He had but at the same time in my dual life, I have been involved with the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. I'm envious of how you are so open and relaxed with working with demons. I've struggled with this many times in my practice. I have seen my friends Eo Quedding work with Azel with some success, although I think it was that relationship that caused some issues for him. I subscribe to your newsletter, read your site. Thanks very much. I'm very intrigued by the way you practice. I also appreciate you and your efforts to bring enlightenment to society of your craft. I've considered a pact, but I'm a bit reluctant. Any encouraging words or suggestions? What is your goal when you go into doing this ceremony? Is it just to receive answers, like any old answer from the spiritual world, or do you have actually a goal that you want to achieve? So my suggestion is to find a spirit that you want to work with. You've got so much experience. Dare say you'd have more experience and if you've been working with the Golden Dawn since 1986, that's a long time. You've got a lot of experience, so you would know a lot about the demons that you have tried to contact. So what do you want to achieve by contacting a specific demon? Then I would look at the method that you're employing to achieve that level of contact. So I don't demand or command anything from a demon. I don't use that when I'm doing my work. For example, last night was Friday night here and I formed a new relationship with a demon. I'm going to make another video on that. But he is a top level demon. He's a king. And it was the first time that I went into a relationship with that demon. So I actually followed. I don't cast a circle. I don't have a circle of protection. I don't have a triangle. I don't try and push him into a triangle. What I do, for example, with this demon, I know he likes the color yellow. I know he likes frankincense. I know he likes wine to be on the table. And so I offered him, treated him like a guest in my home. Come on in, here it is. Look, I have a request. I'd really like to work with you. What do you think about that? Now, I'm a female and I've found from my experience, it can be a challenge to get a working relationship with demons, being a female. Men who I've consulted will get into relationships with the demons so fast, where I'm like, well, my gosh, I've been waiting to make contact with this spirit or demon for a long time and they're not answering me. Now, they're not mean to me. I don't have a negative experience. And I'm going to tell you why that is as well. But I don't get that negativity. I don't have the demon then come back because I've tried to contact them and punish me for it. But I think it's because of the method I use in contacting them. Signing a pact, I don't sign over my life or my soul because that is a Christian ideology as well. I don't do that. The pact is for a working relationship. Maybe I should coin that as my own Savannah-ism, if you like, because it's a working relationship. It's a respectful working relationship. It's like if I was going up to a priest and I say, Father, this is what I want to achieve. I'm not getting this in my life. What do you recommend? It's that level of working relationship. It's also about respect respecting the spirits that you're working with, you know, doing what I did, like, for example, finding out what they liked. And if you're not sure, you know, it's just an offering of respect, well, no matter what you have, because sometimes the information can be very conflictual. All right. Yeah, so I think that one of the keys is that I don't command, I don't demand, I don't enforce, I don't threaten. Who am I to threaten? It's just ridiculous. So why haven't I had negative side effects? I think it's because I am always in a positive mental state, right? I believe in myself. I love myself, right? I love my earthly presence. I am accepting of my flaws. I understand my place in the universe. I know where I'll be going when I leave. So I don't expect perfectionism, and I'm always in a positive state of mind. The mistake many people make when they're contacting demons is that they are there because their life is in a low point, right? So when you're feeling low and you're feeling depressed and you've got no one to talk to, and you might be disconnected from society or the world, your community, because of relationship or job or circumstance, and you're looking to compromise your life because you're feeling stuck, you don't know what else to do. So it's easier to read something about asking a spirit for help and expecting spiritual intervention rather than doing stuff yourself. So when you're asking spirit or even God for Christians, you need to take action. You don't sit on your ass at home, watch TV, and then at nighttime call in a demon and say, hey, I want $1 million. My life sucks. Bring me my old girlfriend because, you know, I've got no one to make love with right now and she was pretty good. You know, the demon will just look at you like anyone would and be like, you know, you're an asshole. Why am I going to help you? That's just stupid. So being in the right state of mind, being positive, taking ownership for your life's challenges and moving forward, taking action, that really gets the demons excited or the spirits excited to work with you, because you're setting energy into motion, and it's really easier for things to actually follow through or come to you because there's a lot of energy around you. I hope that makes sense and not too woo-woo. Let me get a little bit more woo-woo. Okay, so we've all got our auras. Our auras can be photographed, and when you're really stuck and depressed and low energy, you're not going to receive anything, and you're really open to negativity. And if a demon's going to play with somebody, it's going to be someone who is negative, someone who has low mood, someone that is confused, someone who is vulnerable. And I don't fit any of those categories. So my aura and my energy is bright, and it's open to receiving, and it's open to projecting. So I am not a person that a low-level demon is going to come and try and possess me. Okay, probably cause more confusion right now. I hope that makes sense because I'm just rambling. So at the end of the day, keep doing what you do with the OTO or who you're with. Yep, the Golden Dawn. Keep doing ceremonial magic. It's awesome. You're belonging to a system, and that's really great. I just think for your personal work, just really believe that if you are of the right state of mind, you're positive, and you're getting a demon in to enhance an already positive existence, then you're going to have much more success. Okay, Jane's got a question, and she says that she's been practicing black magic a little bit. I think she's asking which one is her demon. She wants to know how to find the name of her demon. Okay, So there are lots and lots of demons. In fact, there's many levels of demons, and the top demons have legions of demons that work under them. I would look at the challenge that you're trying to overcome and then research which demon can help you with that challenge. So your challenge, if you're looking for a demon for love, you might look at what type of love issue that you're really looking to achieve, because Asmodee, for example, I use him to break up relationships. But Setri helps me with my gay love spells, is more open to that. Amon is really good at reconciling relationships that have been tormented or pulled apart. Fur between husband and wife. But see, I have a list of people that I work with, or demons or spirits that I work with, based on the problem that my client would have. So each demon has a specific way that you work with that demon. And for example, some demons, if they decide to work with you, will assign a familiar to help you achieve that task. But you're only going to answer your question, how do I know which one's my demon? Well, you've got to actually start working through the list, and then you'll just find out by actually finding a demon that can help you with your certain problem. So that'll help you narrow it down. But there's no clear answer to that, because every problem that you have, you maybe want to start a different relationship or put out a different request. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Okay, AOR, so I made one when I was younger with an entity that was with me my whole life growing up, and it came back to me when I was tripping on LSD. One night you could see into the astral plane, and I know what it looks like. I'd like to call it again, but I don't know its name. Are there any books that show me what they look like so I'd know it by name? Okay, so I've listed some books under that actual video that you could use to identify some demons. Some authors have done an amazing job on listing these demons, and a lot of the images and pictures that are used are shared around between all the authors, because it was really quite an amazing job that King Solomon did in listing these 72 demons, and some other authors have done a great job in actually describing what some of these demons look like and what their purpose is, and how to encourage them to appear. So I think one is the Dictionary of Demons, but check under that video for some of the recommended books I have for you. It's really quite normal that because if you've contacted a demon when you were younger, and then life happens, you get busy, and then you think, wow, I want to go back and have more contact with this demon because I've lived a pretty good life and nothing's happened that's bad, so I'm really cool with continuing this relationship with this entity. All you have to do is, because the demon's going to be with your life, the spirits are there with you for your entire life, you just have to be able to focus and meditate and start drawing them in. So maybe start looking at some of my spiritual warfare videos, because the idea of those videos and that book is to connect you energetically to the spiritual plane. And then for the people that are magicians or occultists or warlocks, that gets you stronger in your ability to do magic. But it all starts with that mind, body, spirit connection, and being able to focus in and be able to connect with the energy that's already around us. Most of the time we're just so busy getting on with life and we don't pay attention to it, and that's also a gift, because people that are always seeing and always hearing what's going on in the other dimensions and the other planes, it can be busy, always busy, they can never shut down. That's all I'll say about that. Gunn says, what does it mean when a demon has chosen me and not the other way around? I think you're pretty lucky. I think you're pretty lucky. You know, I think I said take it as a compliment and try and learn as much as you can about the demon. Learn their sigil, perhaps a scent they like or a certain time of day they like to be contacted. It's actually a good thing to form a relationship over time, and the way you're forming a respectful and form a respectful friendship with this demon. One day you may need to call out to help to your friend, and then the demon's more likely to help you because you already have a relationship with it. Film Faye asks, hi, Black Witch Coven, hi. Question, what do you give in trade to the demon? I would think for a pact you need to barter with something, right? Please help, as I've been researching this and have yet to find the answer. So last night I contacted the daemon Beleth. I contacted Beleth because he is a king in the demon hierarchy, and also because he likes to help with love spells, getting people together. And so I'm hoping that Beleth will be able to apply some of or give over some of his other demons to help me with spell casting the volume of love spells that I get to cast. Also maybe set a familiar on some of the third party or other people that we want to try and get rid of when we're casting love spells. There's lots of, for example, the other boyfriend or the other girlfriend of the spouse. We want to try and get them out of the way. So I've been working on creating this relationship. And so how do I do that? Well, I ensure that I set the scene that's going to be inviting for him to come in. So I know that setting some wine on the altar is really favorable. I know wearing a ring on my left hand and middle finger and covering my face with that beforehand is something that's favored, because when he comes in it's really hard and very, very strong. It's like, what the fuck do you want? So it's like, oh, hi, blah blah, you just carry on. And yellow and burning yellow candles, gold, and what else did I do? Frankincense. I was burning frankincense. So I was just setting the scene, and I really hold my ground, but I'm not commanding. I'm not saying, hey, spirit, do what I say, or I'm going to put you in this mirror and damn you forever. That's not something that I do. It's not cool. You wouldn't want to be treated like that, and it's just laughable at best anyways. So, where is it? So what do I give to trade? So I was, for that interaction, I was trading what it wanted to receive. And I made a sigil of it, and what else? In my opening ceremony, I normally charge it with sex magic. So everything is highly, highly charged at that time. So, and the sigils and everything here is consecrated with eau de black witchess. So perhaps that's what I give over as well. That's enough on that. With other demons, you'll see me do the blood, the offering of the blood. The blood is full of energy. It's a life force. So that's what I would do as well. But I didn't do that last night. Industrial Sweetie Pie says, you are so cool. I work with demons too. As I say, demons are useful just to give them something constructive to do. And they are wow. Thank you. And yeah, that's so true. Like, if you're going to call in a demon, have a purpose for the demon. Just don't call them in and waste their damn time, or beg them, oh, my life sucks and I'm so sad and my cat died and my girlfriend ran away. And it's like, they don't care. Why do they care about your dribble, right? Have something specific for them to do. These are ancient spirits. While some of them will find our human problems cute, they really don't care about your dead cat and your girlfriend that ran away. Neil Sanders says, thank you so much for talking about this topic. I really needed to hear and understand all of this that you said. Just one question I had during the video. I know it's really personal, it depends on each demon as well, but what things would be good to offer the demons as a form of honoring in general? So in general, the best thing that you can offer on your candle, for example, if you're burning a candle and you're getting into a meditative state and you're showing respect, is a drop of your blood. That is always the strongest gift that you can give. Blood has iron in it and it has spiritual essence. It's the greatest gift. It's great honor. And so most of the time to do a drop of blood, I'm going to squeeze my fingertip and I'm going to get like one of those little diabetic pins that in, I know Australia and America, you can buy them from pharmacies, and then you'll prick your finger with it and out will come a drop of blood, and you can wipe around the candle or down the candle, whatever, or maybe a drop into your oil and turn it into your own personal spiritual oil. And you can dress your candles with it, and you can give an offering to whoever you're giving that offering to. If you're talking about specific demons, or even if you're having to think about it too much, just use myrrh or frankincense, copal, the same stuff that they use in the churches. The reasons why you'd use something like that is because spirits are attracted to that. So just because they're burning it in a church doesn't mean that demons don't like it. Now, I think it's just important to note, because some of you will think, okay, well, what about the demons that possess people? From my experience, so it's just my experience, there's only the lower level demons that will start to play with humans that are weak and vulnerable. So don't be weak and don't be vulnerable. And if you are weak, or you're just doing this to kick some time, or because you're bored, or because you're at home and you're a teenager and you're feeling really stuck, it's not the time to play with demons. You'll probably be open to possession then, because you're throwing yourself out there just because you're feeling stuck right now. So I don't recommend that anybody who is a child or a teenager, anyone that's mentally ill, anyone that is not positive, deal with the spiritual world. Deal with asking demons for anything, because you're not in the right state of mind, and you are open to attack by lower level demons that have nothing else to do. They're not respected by the higher order of demons, and they're just out to play. Think of it like a problematic hood that's roaming the streets, and he just wants to kick cans and cause problems to the community, graffiti the wall and stuff like that. You're opening yourself up to that. So don't be doing that. Thank you so much for talking about this topic. What things would be good to offer to the demons as a form of honoring? Well, not a coffee, but I needed a sip. Okay, so I sort of answered this earlier in this video, where I said, like last night when I made contact with Balath, I poured a little glass of wine, one for him, one for me. I lit some gold and yellow candles. I burnt some frankincense. I also made a sigil out of metal, okay, with lead, with a lead pencil I actually used. And what I normally always use is a drop of my blood, which you can get a little diabetic pin. You can get them from the pharmacies, and you just squeeze your fingers together till all the blood is in the top of your finger, and then you'll prick your finger and there's a drop of blood. So you can mark your documents with that, your sigil with that, your candle with that, and that is gunpowder to the spiritual world. It's a great offering. Everything on, blood is used in every civilization as a sacrifice, right? And it's because it's the spirits aren't into money, because there's no value for money on the spiritual world. But to offer blood, right, a living, live element, if you like, and that's something that we can offer. That's why all tribes and the Bible and all ancient civilizations all gave blood in some way, shape or form. And so we follow that tradition as well. So that's what you can do. Thanks for the question. Candace says, I love Lilith. She helped me so much in life. Thank you again for such a great video and also very informative. Thanks, Candace. Yeah, so Candace is just making a comment, really. She loves Lilith. Lilith is awesome. I've worked with Lilith as well. I didn't make an offering to Lilith. She'll just come to you as she pleases. And as a female, I really enjoy her energy. It's actually quite comforting. So just as an FYI, you may want to just be mindful of calling in on Lilith if you have young children about. And if you do have young children about, I don't recommend that you call demons into your environment anyway, because going back to what I said a few minutes ago, demons prey on the vulnerable and the young and the weak. And that's just the nature of a lower level spirit or demon. And so if you're thinking what you're doing in the lounge room won't affect what's happening in the bedroom, you could be a little bit mistaken there. But yeah, I agree, Candace, Lilith is awesome. The Trends group says, after you make a pact going forward, how often do you call back on them? Or do they come to you in dreams? That's a really awesome question. Once you've made a pact or you get a working relationship with them, you don't always have to go through the formal method of contacting them. You've already brought them into your energetic space, if you will, and so you can just call in on them. So even when I'm first making a relationship with a demon, like I did last night, I do it at night time. I set the scene. I had the candles and the wine and the sigil and the blood and everything, right? And the charging of the energy. It was awesome. It's like, welcome, friend. You know, we don't have a relationship yet, and I'm comfortable around you. And if you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here. That sort of thing. Now, everything going well. Now we're in a working relationship, and so I might just call into that spirit. Now, for some people, depending on you, how you relate to that spirit is going to be different from how I relate it to the spirit, different to how one of my clients relates to spirits. I have found that my male clients that contact spirits seem to get a much stronger reaction or get stronger feedback than what I do. But a client of mine, actually just email client of mine, we were talking about how, you know, he needed some money before he could do some extra work. And he called on the spirit contacg. And I did a money video on that one. And he was able to not only get a reaction from the demon almost instantly. He could see in my video, he could see contacg in my video by watching my video. Now, I couldn't see contacg there when I had that ritual in that video, but I could feel its presence, and you could see the sigil shaking, right? Even in the video, it was moving. But he could actually see it. I couldn't see it. So I'm just telling you this because everyone is going to experience it in a different way. Okay, and so to advise you, how do they come to you? Sometimes they do come to you in dreams. You'll just have to try different methods and keep an open mind and see which method actually works best for you. Okay, so I want to thank you for joining me here, and I'm going to get on with my day and go to the gym and enjoy Thailand, get some great Thai food, and then start on my day of hexing because it's Saturday, it's hex day. So I want to thank you for joining me, and if you have any other questions, you can pop them under this video, and I may answer them next week if I get a chance. Okay, have an awesome weekend. Bye.